Why would we let our best soldier go? Good little shotters are not that easy to find if you always have those abuse now. We know what is in the ocean, never abuse.
Adil, why are you running away from me?
My name is Cameron Zahid and I'm the actor on Crossing the Line. The performance, everyone is so engaged. I think it's super impactful. Seeing the impact on the kids, they are actually genuinely affected by the character and by the discussions that we have.
Why would we let our best soldier go? Nah, good little runners are hard to find, and you or us.
My name is Kirsty and I'm the facilitator for Crossing the Line. I'm going to give you a couple of minutes now just to chat with the person next to you about what has happened in that story. Crossing the Line is a 20-minute monologue that we're taking across Yorkshire and Greater Manchester, which really explores the themes of grooming and exploitation and really trying to make young people aware of some of the signs of this in the hope of avoiding it.
Don't you think that I don't want to come home?
We've spent a few weeks going around loads of different primary schools, mainly working with year 5 and 6 students. We bring the performance into the school, share it, and then afterwards we have some really good discussions with the children. Like, when is it a definite, like, we should tell somebody, yeah?
When you're being groomed or when people are doing bad stuff to you?
Yeah, when people are doing bad stuff to you, when you think you're being groomed. He was pressured to do it, forcing him, and then you said the word grooming. Does anybody know what grooming is? Has anyone heard of that word before?
First, Amy didn't know they were drugs, so he thought they were like really, really close friends because they were paying everything, they were giving him money and then making him have trust in them.
Yeah, so again, just to say that word grooming is when somebody is making you do something that you don't want to do, but it starts off with them offering you things. It could be gifts, it could be bribing you.
I was calling him the best soldier when he really wasn't. They didn't care about him.
We called them elders. Out of respect.
Good friends don't pressure you to do stuff you don't want to. They take you seriously, they don't exclude you, and they don't decide stuff for you.
Once you're in, it's hard to get out.
He was like a boy that was doing ordinary things, then he got groomed into doing drug dealing.
One of our main aims is the students leaving with a real understanding of the different risks involved with grooming for them at this age now in primary school, but also when they make that transition up to secondary school.
I think they forced him to do it.
They forced him to do it. You said a really key word in this whole workshop today. They forced him to do it.
In year 6, obviously the children are going up to secondary fairly soon, and they're going to be faced with a big school full of hundreds of pupils, some of whom may be involved in this already, and be looking for younger pupils to start grooming, and actually for the children to understand that that happens and that they're going to be faced with that potentially and give them some strategies to deal with it was really useful.
How has he ended up in this situation? Has Amy woken up one day and thought, oh, I want to be a drug dealer?
When the gang gave him the shoes, that was them telling him to join the gang, and now when he gave Adil the shoes, that was him telling him to join the gang.
Brilliant. So really crucial moments in the story. I think the character of Amy is quite nuanced, so it really allows us to look at him and not just see him as a criminal or as a victim, and think about the journey and the decisions that he could have made. And it really gets them to think about who the trusted adults are in their lives as well.
This has such a positive impact for our pupils. They'll be able to remember this workshop and be able to apply it if they can see something that makes them feel uncomfortable. They know what to look out for now, they know the signs, and they know who to avoid and what to do if they come across that situation.
Just because someone you know tells you to do something doesn't mean you have to do it. The moral of the story is, in the beginning, get a trusted adult for help.
If you were in this situation, who would you speak to?
To the police.
To the police, yeah? So we can always speak to the police.
I thought it sort of brings it to life a little bit, makes it more realistic for the children, rather than it just being a PowerPoint, etc. They actually see something like as if it's real life.
I'm not going until we talk.
The message that's been portrayed today, it's just so important for children to know, to be aware of the dangers that are out there. You know, not everybody is your friend, And if they are your friend, then it's knowing that they are a trusted friend who will look after you, who will take care of you.
It's just a few runs. That's all they want.
The performance was great. It was all about keeping safe, especially now they're going to high school and they're going to meet, new people, older children. When we went back into the class, all the kids were saying that they really liked the monologue, and it was something different because I think a lot of the children might not necessarily go to the theatre or see like sort of professional production. So it's nice for them to see something like this, and probably makes it more memorable for them rather than looking maybe a few slides or a video.
I definitely think it needs to be seen by everyone, and I think that message of reaching out as soon as you feel that something's not right, they need to hear that message. It's all right coming from teachers, but when they get to see live theatre as well, it's engaging them in that way. Yeah, it's really powerful. 12 hours of shotting until my legs turned to jelly, just ping after ping.
It sounded real and it felt real, like he was actually in that situation. You should always tell a trusted adult and always think before you act.
I think that the children should see this play so then they know what grooming is.
It's been amazing seeing how gripped the kids have been throughout. The monologue really hits lots of different issues to do with family, school, obviously grooming, relationships, vulnerabilities, and I really feel like the young people get a lot from it. It's exciting for them, they're really engaged, and I think they're inspired as well by the performance that they see.